Hi everyone, this is Ramesh Babu. Welcome to my lecture on CCTV, Module 2, Safety and Security Systems of Building Management Systems. This is a continuation of lecture 1 of CCTV. I suggest you go through the lecture 1 on CCTV before you watch this. So this is lecture 2, Access Control Integration. Here I'm going to discuss about the access control integration with CCTV. Because if you see access control is a system which detects the person who is entering into the facility either to grant access to him or deny the access to him. But if this system is combined with CCTV, it can be very effective. In the sense, the person who is entering the building can be viewed by the user or the owner. As you can see here, the system can be well integrated by recognizing the person's face, and then the system can automatically grant access. So which means the facial image of the user has to be entered. In other words, you can see a controller which will decide whether to grant access to the person or not. So this system happens automatically. If you look at the total access control architecture, which we have discussed in the unit 1, here you can see the entire boom barrier controller is connected to the main controller, so which is linked with biometric readers. In a similar way, the system can be linked with the CCTV. Now we go to facility entry control. Facility entry control is primarily for controlling the movement of vehicles. So as you can see, an advanced system over here is UVSS, which is nothing but under vehicle surveillance system. The under vehicle surveillance system is installed on the floor. The vehicle is allowed to pass through that equipment. As you can see here, when the vehicle moves through this particular equipment, the under portion of the vehicle is scanned. So once the under vehicle scanner works, you can get an image of the bottom of the car, which can detect any compromise or security compromise, because you can see these vehicles are sometimes fitted with unsocial elements which have been used to compromise the security of the building, like fixing a bomb or fixing some other devices. So the next one is license plate recognition, so which is widely used in toll stations, and here the license plate is easily sensed by the equipment. In other words, the CCTV is going to detect the number. For this system to be in proper functioning and place, the number plate has to be customized and uniformity has to be created in the number plate. How effective or intelligent is a CCTV? The advent of IP CCTV compared to the analog solution, coexistence of analog with IP CCTV hybrid solutions. If you see a CCTV system, it is connected to LAN or WAN, where the viewing can happen remotely. The system can be recorded continuously as well. So that is called view recording. And now we are going to see video analytics. Mostly CCTV is a reactive measure, but now it is becoming a proactive measure, which means the intelligence is happening in CCTV. This is called detecting the zone, motion detection. So which means if there is a motion happening, you can see the camera zooming into the particular person so that the face can be read in a better way. This is called motion detection. And next is called as detection, which is happening in the perimeter periphery. As you can see, the camera activates if something is happening. Like you can see a person entering into the fence, and immediately a message is being printed here, which is nothing but a security breach. The next one is face detection. So as you can see, when a person is moving or he is entering into a face, and see the face is being detected. If the face detector is a stranger, then it will alert the system. So that is an important tool in granting access in your building. Next is motion trace. So here you can see once a motion is happening and that is being traced. So we saw a vehicle which is traveling here, and immediately we see a message which tells that motion. So that is to tell that something is moving in a particular area. There is improvement in the CCTV like WDR, which is wide dynamic range environment. Wide dynamic range environment, when it is switched on, you can see the image clarity is improved drastically. This is an important thing to get a correct image or get the clarity of the image. Next is backlight compensation, EHLC, which is nothing but you can see the BLC is a compensation which is happening so that the brightness of the image has not masked the actual object. As you can see in the next image, this particular area is being clipped so that you can see the right hand side of the image in a better clarity. So this is called as excess lighting compensation. Next is backlight masking. This happens when the background is very bright. So because of the background brightness, you don't see the clarity of the image. But here the background is masked. So this is called backlight masking. So all these are important things in today's advanced CCTV cameras. So we do have counting. So statistically, the number of people entering into the facility can be counted. As you can see, CCTV has counted here 786 people have entered. 73. This is also an important tool that can be used in traffic surveys where you need to count the people or vehicle. This one is also quite strange, behavior analysis. So if a person is being seen in a suspicious manner, so he will be tracked. So in other words, it can be anything. So here you can see a man is slipping and falling down. So that is an important thing which is taken off to account by the CCTV for alerting. And here you can see a person is moving or wandering their premise. So the person can be a antisocial element like a terrorist or somebody who is moving around here and there, or somebody is running out to perform an action. So these things are behavior analysis. Crowd management. So crowd management will be able to set a threshold of people or vehicle in a particular area. If something is strange happening here, like a fight or something is happening, you can see sudden crowding of people, so which is strange. That is being detected. So within the set limit, if the number of people is more than permissible, then the CCTV will react. Same thing in a traffic. Some accident has happened, you can see overcrowding of vehicle or something. This is non-motion detection. So quite common in areas like airport and high security areas where you can see an idle baggage or an idle vehicle which is standing there for days or hours. So that can be a bomb or any other threat. So that is non-motion detection. So which means it detects the presence of certain object, strange object which is lying there for quite a number of time. Next is absence detection. Quite common in areas like jewelry shops and other shops where the absence has to be detected. So here you can see. For example, if you installed it in a museum, and if somebody has taken the artifact, then it detects it as an absence. This is scene change detection. This is like, as you can see, your camera is focusing and somebody is coming and spraying up a foam in it, and that came, their scene is changed now. So that will be alerting. So the system alerts and sends that particular information to the user. Next is the lens coverage. So we have 35x lens, 26x, and the police has given some recognition criteria for that. So this is depending upon the clarity in which the user wants the image. So you know that megapixel, whatever it is. So megapixel is something which is going to define the clarity of the image. So we do have till 10 megapixels. So this is quite important because sometimes if the image comes very poor because of the the resolution is poor. In that case, you won't be able to detect the intruder or the crime. So we need a higher resolution camera. You look at this image. So you see a VGA of 640 by 480. And we do see a resolution for 1.3 megapixel. And you see for 2 megapixel, then 3.1, then 5 megapixel. So you look at the clarity that you see in a very basic image. Next is the coverage. So the VGA is going to decide the coverage. So the more wider the VGA, the more increased coverage that you're going to get for better clarity. We do have panoramic examples, and with this, I'm just concluding this module on CCTV and the advancement in CCTV, which is more important aspect in building management system.